Hello everybody. I was gonna do a rundown on the little halfling tanker that I made here. Uh, First thing we'll start out with is the character sheet. Again, this is sort of something that you're not supposed to do in DDO, in my opinion, but it's still fun for me. This is a wizard 12, paladin 6, fighter 2, halfling. The last of my halfling lives for racial reincarnation. But I wanted to do this video because before my last video that I posted was about the bear taker, and there's certain things that are just completely different about it. And in the first part of this video, I guess I'll just go over that thing. Now, the armor class just standing is way higher on it, and then the PRR I think is just about the same, like unbuffed from my personal buffs. I'm rolling in at 384 on the PRR, 247 on the magic resistance rating, 402 armor class, whatever. The saves, fortitude 131, reflex 115, and will 117. But the important part to note, we'll get there in a minute. Starting stats are 8 strength, 14 dexterity. Constitution is max for a halfling at 18. Intelligence's base is a 14. Wisdom is 8. And charisma started at 15. Like, I knew that if I was doing paladin and trying to be an intimidate tank again, you gotta put some points in there to get your intimidate up high enough. Especially being short. I take a size penalty. Depending on what the monster is that I'm trying to intimidate. It'll show up in my die roll as a lesser amount than my actual intimidate value. So the base intimidate I have managed to get up to 110. But sometimes in the game, the die roll will adjust for the size bonus, and I've even been coming in like the low 80s if I'm trying to intimidate dragons and stuff. So, I mean, I find that aspect of the game pretty hilarious. It's a good time. Eventually, you'll get it if you keep trying in that situation. So, with those stats, I rolled in just to see, just to make a comparison also between making an undead 12-8 fighter build, which gets a lot of a bunch more feats than what paladin does, and the fighter is also, sort of more in line with the wizard because of, I think, intelligence. And so, I just wanted to run this as a personal kind of like a checkup on what the final totals were. This armor class value here, base standing, is higher than what I did get on the fighter. But I didn't have enough feats for the fighter version or wait, for this value, for this version, to get some of the things that I want. Boy, it's just wonky trying to build all these different tanks, in my opinion, because they all specialize in different aspects of being a tank. If you look at epic feats up here, and just feats in general, I'll just roll down it. I took the Defiant Warning and all of the enhancement lines for shields, and I am using a tower shield currently and heavy armor for the wizard. You get perfect shield mastery, I think, as you work your way up. I'm in the Scion of Shadowfell. I did this just for negative spell power and the universal spell power and 20 negative amp. You know, I could care less about the +4 the DCs and necromancy spells and the other things there. It was only to get heal amp on the negative side. Epic skill focus, intimidate, bulwark of defense, epic damage reduction, epic defensive fighting, which I have on. I actually have this on because it's the same bonus for paladins to have it on as some of the things in their enhancement trees. Which in the enhancements tree, which I'll open up. If you look up here, the last improvement for the Sacred Defensive Stance is, I didn't take the strength because I'm not going to hit anything, is a 10 competence bonus to maximum hit points. And I can't accept it, but that bumps up to 20%. It goes 10, 15, 20. And the competence bonus is the same as having epic defensive fighting on. So why bother messing if you know that you're gonna get the defensive fighting feat? Why even bother putting those points into the rest of that tree? They don't stack. So something that you have to make note of if you do actually make a paladin tank, it's something that you got to know. It's a competence bonus, which I don't really understand. A lot of the bonuses that come out of the tree for clerics or for paladins is a sacred bonus, which stacks on top of everything else. It's different. It's a different type. Anyway. Moving on. The rest of the feats along the way. Who cares about those? Those are basic. There's the combat styles. Here's your shield mastery, improved shield mastery, and greater shield mastery. Your defensive feats. I did take dodge, force of personality, and insightful reflexes along the way. I also have shield deflection, which with the tower shield is giving you a 40% absorption of acid, cold, electric, and fire damage. Now, I'm still unsure if this stacks with the paladin tree, the paladin epic destiny. There's a thing in there for another 30. So I have a tough time reading that in my combat log up here. What is getting deflected and what isn't. So this might even be, at this point, a wasted feat if you are in the Paladin Epic Destiny. I did take toughness once, thinking that possibly, you know, I was gonna get epic hit points, another 50 out of it. Uh, but I didn't have enough feats to actually get it for what I wanted to do. Deflect arrows is granted as a feat for me in the wizard Eldritch Night Tree. So that's where that came from. I did not take it outright. You got Paladin feats are granted. You're up with your aura, courage, turn undead, who cares? He's still not going to be able to turn undead and the quick draw is granted with the Eldritch Knight. And I think that's it except for spellcasting feats. This time around, I only took mental toughness and heighten on my death auras. Still, I've had an absolute blast with this. I will look at Epic Destiny so we can look at that Unyielding Sentinel. Epic Destiny just to look at the things down there. This is the one over here, block energy. It says while blocking on this one though, you get the benefit of blocking light and sonic damage 30% on top of the other 4 elemental damage types. So I'm not sure if this is even stacking. There's no listing here for the type. It doesn't say enhancement, it doesn't say sacred, it doesn't say anything about what it is. So potentially you could be at 70%, on some elemental types. I don't know. Combat log won't read it. Anyway, these are the points that I spent in this tree in Unyielding Sentinel. I ran this a whole life. Just because of the massive amounts of extra hit points and extra other stuff. If you look at the hit point total right now, 3,909. I can't decipher all of the things. Oops, wrong one. I can't decipher all of the stuff out of there, constitution bonus, feat bonus, and whatever else right now, but it's pretty substantial. Healing amplification, positive 133, negative 185, and repair 103. The AC bonus is a drawback on this character. The dexterity bonus is not that high. You're only getting 5 out of it. Whereas some dexterity builds that had higher. Same thing with dodge. 5% to dodge. Your maximum dodge chance is 5%. But we're not relying on that at all. And so I guess that's how it breaks down right there. Showing right now a 30% AC bonus, which is... Why was I showing 40 last time? Okay, I know. Let's open up the enhancement tree. We'll show 40 in a second here. If you open up the enhancement tree and you look at the paladin tree specifically over here. Oh gosh, here we go. You're gaining armor class bonuses and stuff like that up on the 5th tier. For you. Mine was in this case the shield. It could be armor. If you took the 4th tier here, this is from armor or docents. It increases by 50%. If you took the armor class bonus here, then for the shield, it also increases the shield bonus for 50%. Whatever shield you equip, and whatever armor you equip. Up here on the upper right, they have a thing called the Sacred Shield. And this is basically the same, exactly the same thing as in the Eldritch Knight tree, the improved mage armor, except they get on top of that permanent all the time. You don't have to cast it. They get spell resistance, another 12 on top of it with that thing. Now, I took improved mage armor over here, so there was no need to take it over there unless I wanted the 12 plus 12 spell resistance. And then to make it so that you're not supposed to go do this build, this is on the 1st tier over here of the Eldritch Knight, which makes me laugh a little bit. Like, some smart dude was thinking ahead of me. If it was up here on the where the improved shield slot was, I would definitely jump over there to go grab it. Under this one, the improved shield 3/3, I'm gaining a physical resistance rating, another 10. And also, I wanted to have some of this tier done to get down under arcane spell failure. You know, subtle force on the level 12 wizard is giving you another 20% arcane spell failure for the thing. So I had to be in here. Now, if you're running that paladin straight up as tanker, definitely take it. You know, you're not on the undead side like I am. So you gotta watch what the bonuses are and what type of bonuses it is to maximize out your character. No big deal. Just gotta figure out a way that it works and read what they say. So next is up 21 points in Pale Master. And it's just to get these 2 undead effects and raise your undead personal heals and negative energy chance. It's really not that much burnt here at all. I'd like to get up and have enough points to go get that negative energy heal chance or negative energy crit chance higher, but there ain't enough to maximize out everything. In fact, once again, anytime I mix 3 tunes or 3 classes, I run into an issue where I run out of points because a lot of times 2 classes are good enough. I wanted to get into Stalwart Defender, just to raise, not to be in the Stalwart Defense stance, just to raise the armor class and armor max dex bonus. But it never happened. I ended up burning enough in here to make me satisfied, you know. If you mix these 2, if you mix fighter and the paladin, whatever mix you want to do, 12-8 or something, you got to be aware that Stalwart Defense does not stack with the Sacred Defense stance, and vice versa. However, they both stack with combat expertise, which I think the intelligence requirement is 13. It's giving you a 10% feat bonus to armor class. So, just something to be aware of. And then, on the other thing that I wanted to show, the little plus sign and everything. I just wanted to show this thing down here in this melee threat multiplier is only 563 on this. That's like, I don't know, 300% lower than what the druid tank was that I ran. So the differences are very clear. Higher AC on this build, higher PRR, higher MRR, Intimidate is good, higher saves, but the threat on the druid tank, bear tank that I did was like through the roof. It already demanded that while raged, you just go in there and just keep swinging away. I don't do that on this character at all. So maximums with I think all buffs. And tensors, it's right around this number, 441 AC. Saves go to 133, reflex 115, will 117. Fortification goes to 379. Yeah, so you get to add PRR 416, MRR 247. So that is, those numbers for that AC have been good enough to do tank duties on Killing Time, the new quest, VOD, Legendary Hard. I did not attempt to run up to difficulties higher than that because most of the gamers are skipping right to Reaper. So I don't know. I haven't seen those groups up. I think most guilds are just running them together. There's a 90% chance at level to get rid of, to not get hit. It's pretty fun. The part that sucks is when you're stuck by yourself, can't kill anything. I didn't, the sets that I'm using are the Legendary Rising Sun, Tower Shield, and Whelm. The Echo of Whelm. These are my two, most primary. It's what I use just to go through. I didn't get a chance to get too hot to handles Tower Shield from there, which has a +4 quality Constitution on it. It'd probably get my hit point total up over 4,000 or whatever. Probably around 4,100 or something. And so, yeah, that's it. Otherwise, it's just been a mutt. I'm still using the Ender set. Because of note, the Ender set has given me a 29% legendary bonus, which doesn't stack with the 20% bonus from the Feywild gear. Gotta watch out on that stuff out there. It's some of the same bonuses from your old gear. And then the drawback is it also requires like 7 pieces, whereas poor man's version from the Shroud Ender set only takes 5. So, that's something that you gotta work into. You might have, ultimate gear layout. Who knows? I don't have it right now. And then I'm also wearing just a standard watch captain set. So if I head back to hit points with that shield on that I cast myself, it's down here. Or whatever it is, improved mage armor. And you look at the AC bonus, it jumped to 40%. I believe that. I wonder how that works out. What is this one? This is a 10% exceptional bonus on the improved mage armor spell. It's a 10% feat bonus for combat expertise feat. And then the other 20% is coming from just being a paladin. I think somewhere. Oh god, I hope so. See, I can't find it. I had this worked out before I did the video, but now I'm just being moronic. Okay, I can't explain where the other 20% are coming from. But I'm pretty sure that I had it figured out before I started the video. Anyway, that's enough. That's enough to go show. Oh, what is it? My other armor class bonuses are coming from 5% from bravery throughout set, and from another set that I have loaded in Whelm. Let's see here. Or that's 10% of it. What a joke. I think his grandfather's shield is giving me another 5, so that would be 30% of that bonus. Let's see what it says here on the bottom when it scrolls. I apologize for not working this aspect out before I did the video, but I think that's enough to show. I don't even have a higher spell power Ruby of Nullification in there. Grandfather's Shield and Bravery throughout is 10%. The last 10%, I don't know where it's coming from. Oh! It's coming from the artifact bonus on the Watch Captain's Plate Mail set, whatever. The Legendary Watch Captain's Plate Mail. So, some tinkers I ran into said that they've gotten that up to 60% somehow. I'm not quite sure. I don't have the premium tinker gear yet to go do that, but that's enough for the video. Thank you for the fun. Have a nice evening.